Welcome students. In the last video, we have discussed about the criteria for the classification of kingdom Animalia. And now, in this video, we will discuss about the characteristic features of different animal phyla. So let's start with the first animal phylum, that is Phylum Peripheral. Phylum Porifera. The word porifera is taken from two Greek words, pori and pherin. Word porin means pores and pherin means to bear. So word porifera literally means the pore bearer animals. The members of phylum Porifera are mostly aquatic and generally they are marine. Only a few species like Spongilla is found in fresh water. The members of this phyla are usually asymmetrical in nature. They have multicellular or aggregate body plan. A specific characteristic feature of the phylum Porifera is the presence of canal system. Water enters through minute pores called as ostia in the body into a central cavity called spongocoel, from where it goes out through a common opening osculum. This pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, exchange of respiratory gases, and removal of waste materials from the body. They are having a special kind of cells, choanocytes or collar cells, line the spongocoel and the canals. These cells are flagellated. In the members of phylum Porifera, intracellular digestion takes place. Their skeleton system is usually made up of spicules, which are further made up of either calcium carbonates, silica, or spongin fibers. Poriferans are usually bisexual or hermaphrodite, but they can reproduce by sexual and asexual both kind of reproduction methods. They shows indirect development. It means a well-developed larval stage is present in the life cycle of the organisms. Their larva is freely swimming in the water and is bilaterally symmetrical. But the adult stage is sessile or non-locomotory, and sometimes they may be radially symmetrical, but most of the members are asymmetrical. As you can see here, some examples of the phylum Porifera. Now, moving on to the next phylum, that is Nedaria. Previously, this phylum is known as Coelenterata due to the presence of a hollow cavity in their body. Coelentrates are aquatic, mostly marine. They may be sessile or free swimming. Generally, they shows radial symmetrical body, but larvae are again bilaterally symmetrical. They comprise a special type of cells, nidoblast or nidocytes, which contains the stinging capsules or nematocytes present on the tentacles and the body. These nidoblasts are used for anchorage, defense, and for the capture of prey. Members of Cnidarians shows tissue level of organization. They are diploblastic. It means they contain two germ layers, that is ectoderm and endoderms. A true body cavity is absent, hence they are considered as acoelomate. But a central gastrovascular cavity present with a single opening known as hypostome. The digestion takes place either intracellular or extracellular methods. In some of the cnidarians, like corals, have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Basic body forms represent two types of organisms or body forms in their life cycle. The sessile and colonial form is known as the polyp stage, while radially symmetrical, free living, solitary body forms are known as the medusa stage. This shows alternation of generation in which a sexually reproducing stage alternate with the asexually reproducing stage. It is a specific characteristic feature of Phylum Nedaria. Here you can see some examples of Phylum Nedaria. Moving on to the next phylum is Phylum Tinopora. Previously it comes under Phylum Coelenterata, but afterward they are separated from Phylum Coelenterata due to the presence of a special kind of organ which are known as nidoblast or the comb plates. They are exclusively marine animals. They shows radially symmetrical body. They possess tissue level of body organization. They are usually diploblastic. It means contain two germ layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm. Comb plates help in locomotion. Digestion takes place by both the method, that is extracellular and intracellular method. This shows bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is the property of living organisms to emit light. The members of this phylum are hermaphrodite or bisexual, but they shows only sexual reproduction. In this phylum, fertilization takes place external and cross method. This shows indirect development, means a well-developed larval stage is present in the members of this phylum. Some common examples are Pleuroprankia and Tinoplana and Biroi. Moving on to the next phylum is Phylum Platyhelminth. Word platyhelminth is taken from two Greek words, that is platy means flat and helminth means worm. The word platyhelminth literally means the flat worms. They have dorso-ventrally flattened body, hence they are called as flat worms. Most of the members of phylum Platyhelminthes are endoparasites and they are found in animals. They are usually bilaterally symmetrical. They shows organ level body organization and they are triploblastic. It means in the embryonic stage, three germ layers are present. These three germ layers are: the outer layer is ectoderm, middle layer is mesoderm, and the innermost layer is endoderm. Hooks and suckers are present in the parasitic forms for support and absorption of food from the host organisms. Some of the members of phylum Platyhelminth absorb nutrient from the host directly through their body surface by the process of simple diffusion. They possess flame cells which helps in the process of osmoregulation and excretion. Platyhelminthes are usually hermaphrodite or bisexual animals. Internal fertilization takes place in them. They shows indirect development through many larval stages. Here are some examples of phylum Platyhelminthes like tapeworm, planaria, liver fluke, etc. The next phylum is Nematoda or Nematohelminthes or Eschhelminthes. Their body shape is circular in cross section, hence they are known as the roundworms. They may be free living, aquatic, terrestrial, or parasitic in plants as well as in animals. They shows organ system level of body organization and they are triploblastic. They are bilaterally symmetrical animals. They shows a false body cavity which is known as the pseudocoelom. They possess a complete alimentary canal which extends from mouth to the anus. This kind of digestive system is known as the complete digestive system, and due to the complete digestive system they possess tube within tube body plan. An excretory tube removes body waste from the body cavity through the excretory pore. They are unisexual or dioecious. They also show sexual dimorphism. It means females are longer than the males so that they can be identified easily externally. As they are unisexual, they shows sexual reproduction and fertilization is internal. They shows direct or indirect development. Few members shows direct development. It means they do not contain any larval stage, while some members shows indirect development. It means they shows larval condition in their life history. Some common examples: Rhabditis, Dracunculus, Ascaris, Loa loa, Trichuris, and Entrobium vermicularis. The next phylum is Phylum Annelida. They are also known as the segmented worms. The members of Phylum Annelida are aquatic or terrestrial. They may be free living and sometimes they are parasitic in nature. This phylum shows organ system level of body organization. All the members are triploblastic. It means they contain three germ layers, that is ecto, endo and mesoderm. They shows bilaterally symmetrical body. They are the true coelomate animals. It means they contain a true body cavity which is lined by the mesoderm. Body wall which has longitudinal and circular muscles helps in the locomotion. Aquatic annelids like nereis possess some lateral appendages which are called as the parapodia, which help them to swim. They contain a closed type of circulatory system. It means blood flows inside the blood vessels. Nephridia are found in excretory system which help in the osmoregulation and excretion of waste materials from the body. They consist of a paired ganglion. Ganglions are the bunch of neurons which are connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. It means they are now showing some evolutionary trend in the nervous system. Moving on to the next, reproduction. Some members of the phylum are unisexual, while some are dioecious. Some are bisexual, and they can reproduce by sexual and asexual, both kind of reproductive methods. Some common examples are Aphrodite, Nereis, Herudinaria, Paratima posthuma, Lumbricus, Pintobdella, etc. The next phylum is Phylum Arthropoda. It is the largest phylum in terms of the number of animals discovered. Word arthropoda is taken from two Greek words. Arthro means jointed and podos means feet. So word arthropoda literally means jointed legs. They are cosmopolitan in nature. They are found in air, water or soil or everywhere. They shows organ system level of body organization. They are symmetrical. Usually bilaterally symmetric is present in the members of phylum Arthropoda. They are triploblastic, contain three germ layers, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. They are segmented. They are truly coelomate organisms. Exoskeleton is made up of chitin. Body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. They can locomote by jointed appendages, hence names arthropods. They can respire through gills, book lungs or tracheal system. They contain a body cavity which is called as the hemocoel, hence they contain open type of blood circulatory system. The body cavity is called as the hemocoel because it is filled with blood. They contain antennae Eyes, either compound eye or simple eyes. A pair of statocysts, which act as an organ of balance, present at the base of the tentacles. Malpighian tubules are the main excretory organs. Most of the members are dioecious. They can reproduce by sexual reproduction method. Fertilization is usually internal. They are mostly oviparous in nature. Development may be direct or indirect. It means few members contain larval stages in their life history, while some developed directly from a zygote or egg to the adult organisms. Some common examples of phylum Arthropoda are prawn, spider, butterfly, houseflies, centipedes, scorpions, cockroaches, and crabs. The next phylum is Phylum Mollusca. The word mollusca means soft-bodied animals because they do not contain any endoskeleton. Hence, they are named as molluscans or the soft-bodied animals. It is the second largest animal phylum. The members of these phylums are either terrestrial or aquatic. If aquatic, they may be found in the fresh water or in marine water. They are bilaterally symmetrical or asymmetrical, triploblastic, and true coelomate animals. Body is covered by calcareous shell and is unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. A soft and spongy layer of skin forms a mantle over the visceral hump. It is a special or characteristic feature of the members of phylum Mollusca. The space between the hump and the mantle is called as the mantle cavity, in which feather-like gills are present. They have respiratory and excretory functions. Sensory organs. The anterior head region has various sensory tentacles. The mouth contains file-like rasping organs for feeding called radula. They are usually dioecious and oviparous with indirect development. Some common examples of the phylum: Dentalium, chiton, octopus, limnea, sepia, land snails, unio, turtle oyster, etc. The next phylum is Phylum Echinodermata. Word Echinodermata is again taken from two Greek words. Echinus means spiny, dermatos or dermal means skin. These animals have an endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles and hence the name echinodermates or spiny skinned animals. They all are marine. The body is symmetrical. Adult shows radial symmetry, but larval stages shows bilateral symmetry. They having a complete digestive system with mouth on the lower or ventral side of the body and anus on the upper or dorsal side of the body. A very distinctive feature of this phylum is the presence of water vascular system which help in the process of locomotion, capturing of food and transport, and also it helps in the process of exchange of gases, that is respiration. They do not contain a well-developed excretory system. They are dioecious animals and hence reproduce by the sexual reproduction method. Fertilization is usually external. Indirect development with free swimming larval stage is present in the life history of the members of phylum Echinodermata. Some common examples of this phylum are sea cucumber, brittle star, asterias or sea star, feather star, sea urchin. Now, moving on to the next. The next phylum is phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata is further divided into two groups, Protochordata and Vertebrata. It is the group of most developed animals. They contain a well-developed nerve cord or notochord at any stage of their life. Hence, they are known as chordata. Here is a brief classification of phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphylums: Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Subphylum Vertebrata is further divided into two divisions, Agnatha and Granthostomata, on the basis of the presence of jaw or jaw bone. Division Agnatha is further divided into two classes, Ostracodermi and Cyclostomata, while division Granthostomata, which contain well-developed jaw or jaw bones, is further divided into two superclasses, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Superclass Pisces is further divided into three classes, Plecodermi, Chondrichthyes, and Osteichthyes, while superclass Tetrapoda is divided into four classes, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. Class Mammalia is further divided into three subclasses, Prototheria, Metatheria, and Eutheria. Subclass Eutheria is further divided into several orders like Rodentia, Chiroptera, Carnivora, Primata, Cetacea, Proboscidea, Ungulata, etc. Okay, students, that's all for today's lecture. The characteristic feature of phylum Chordata and its further classification we will discuss in a separate video. Thanks for watching.